Hello and welcome to our World Mental Health Day Festival.
How are you? How is your heart?
Oh, how's my heart?
Yeah.
What a wonderful question to be asked.
These words must be released.
The sun is chid like a dead wheel.
They could cancel my life and they could cancel yours.
You just want to give in.
I just like it when we're texting time, investing, our love manifesting.
The convos around the family room, dining room become as fake as your friends on Instagram.
The fireball that burns you is amazingly bright.
You see, I used to struggle a lot with my mental health.
There was power in her. Menelin.
Waiting for change, time still sticking.
If the world triggers me, then how do I live trigger-free, asymptomatic?
To what we should unlearn about ourselves.
It took a lockdown for us to look in. We were all a bit exhausted, really.
What kind is it that makes mankind kind?
We need something to replace this.
Join in the conversation on social media.
Only this time, it was furious. Viciously racing against her skin like how razors race against skin to bring blood to the surface. It was only an itch that had to be soothed. But I scratched her. I scratched her till she bled. And onto wooden pipes, I watched her story bleed. There was a sea. Raging beneath her cool black skin, it made her stand at the edge of the world, waiting for the wind to push her. She fell apart before me. London streets were never paved in gold, but I picked up jewels so I can paint that into a poem. Satisfaction. Satisfaction decorated my face with a smile because only then I understood that roses can grow from cracks of concrete. Learn to listen to the rhythm of the rain. Listen to the symphonies of the wind echoing love songs from heavens above. And it did not matter that she never learned that piano. She is the orchestra, and she plays symphonies of Ugandan ghettos in the switch of her hip and the grace of her step. Fingers rolled into fists to remind her there was power in her. Menelin, her mentor became fearless. So yeah, she was the Black Panther. And the thorns she stemmed from, she now wears as a crown to remind her she was always queen. She was always queen. She is always queen.
I was always in the corner but never in the ring. But now this is my call in mental health, I'm answering, I'm in. Now you got me on the line, but never had me on the ropes. It's an uphill battle and I'm coping with the slopes. Taking more steps, making progress, I'm focused, I'm training all the time from being so stressed, emotions just playing on my mind. I don't think that I'm depressed, but I know that I'm not happy. Just because I'm smiling on the outside doesn't mean inside that I'm not angry. Because I am, and I do feel down. Sometimes I just want to scream and say it out loud. But you know what it's like? That's not allowed. You're a man, be proud. They'll be telling you man up until they're screaming man down. Saying, why didn't he speak up? Because you put the man down. Man down, man down, man down. Suicide is on the rise and they're surprised by the figures. Well, numbers don't lie like the smiles in your pictures. You've been soul searching till you're itching all the blisters. Put a filter on your feelings, hear them screaming in the distance. Man down, man down, man down. Have you ever been down in the depths of a dark place, where the silence is so loud you can hear your heart race? It's like you're in a car chase but the lights are on red. You partake in heartache texts sent left on red, going from missed out to missed calls to missing to I missed them. You can't put a filter on your feelings, hear them screaming in the distance. Man down, man down, man down. Now I'm trying, I'm training, I'm taking my time, testing my brain and my body. I'm aiming for heights from the lows and I'm focused on goals, on my growth. So let's go and we'll grow and we'll learn and we'll turn it around. Hear the sound of a smile in my voice when I'm speaking. For a while I was down but never out, and now I'm proud of how I'm feeling. And now I'm breathing. This is more than boxing. This is more than sport. This is the fight against our mental health, and this is fighting talk. It's not always about the KO, it's about being okay. Sometimes you have to say no, we know it's gonna be okay. Speak to your friends. Trust me, it helps. It's not a bad thing to talk about how you felt. Fighting mental health, let's take our first steps. It's not about how many times you knock a man down, but all the times he gets up and prepares for what's next. Thank you.
This poem is called Deleted, and it's for everyone who's ever been cyberbullied. I will not be deleted. No matter how strong your hate or how intense your jealousy, I don't have time for flaming. No energy for enemies. Me and my tribe are more than pixels. Our beauty's too big for your screen. We're high defined, heart sublime, original warrior queens. We make swords out of eyeliner wings, slay every hate word in the DMs. We fuel up on positive things. Rumors turn to dust when we see them. We take the ink from insults and use it as mascara. We take bad days and bad vibes that think that they can scar us to make something new, to make something healing. It's with love and with honesty that words find their meaning. Comments can't keep me down when my future is gleaming and my heart is full of colors. I'm authentic and free, and I will never be ashamed to be me.
To love me, that is the truth. I'm tired of crying for no reason. I'm done with comparing my journey to you. And it's okay to be down sometimes. It's okay to speak up your truth. Don't hold it back and don't apologize, because we're all just people. Because we're all just people, yeah. And we are equal, yeah. It's not a sacrifice, just something I need to do to gain some peace of mind and sanctify what is true. outside my view. Don't have to see it, just believe it. All that you need already exists in you. And it's okay to be down sometimes. It's okay to speak up your truth. Don't hold it back and don't apologize. Because we're all just people. Because we're all just people, yeah. And we all are equal, yeah. Because we're all just people, yeah. And we all are equal, yeah. All just people.
Imagine yourself alone in your head. You're hanging, dangling from a silver thread, empty, alone, with monsters within, internally screaming, you just want to give in. Now imagine that's you, every day, every hour, forever sinking like a wilting flower. You try to tell your dad, and you try to tell your mom, but they say you're just being silly. You've just got to move on. Because teens don't know sorrow or hardships in life. They're just kids with crazy imaginations, looking for attention, right? You think that there's none who know how you feel. You're just so alone, but the feelings, they're real. Useless, neglected, forgotten, distressed, alone, afraid, but mostly depressed. And your friends, they carry on like nothing has changed. They must not care. Your thoughts whisper lies into your brain. You can't escape it, trapped in your own skin. You're ugly, you're hated, but you mask it with a grin. You hate how you feel, so instead you feel nothing. Your insides are numb, your confidence is crumbling. You look to other things to stop the pain, cutting pills, but it gives you no gains. And the people around you shout abuse your way. You're hurting yourself, stop it. That's all they ever say. No matter how you plead that you're broken inside, they turn the other way. They run, they hide. They say you're just foolish, that it's just in your head. But what they don't know is, inside, you're already dead. These words are not mine. In fact, this poem was inspired by a stranger's moment in time, yet somehow accurately describes my mental decline. I used to think it was just me who saw nightmares every time I wanted to see dreams. But now I know I'm not alone. There's a stranger out there somewhere just like me.
Vulnerable to your opinion, but like to state my own. Vulnerable to reality, now the stakes have grown. Accustomed to eating out when there's steak at home. You see me bleeding out, but it's still a battle to let you take my phone. I guess I make you cross because nobody bar none has seen the real me. I guess I made my goals We pray over food, but we've got no grace at home. I mean, how can there be when I'm out there chasing hoes, love your honeycomb skin, but not enough to embrace your tone? They say irony is like time. We understand it and think we can control it. The boogeyman in the room is all my plans were bogus. You stood next to me when you didn't understand my motives, would always give you my hand for the shopping, but would never give you my hand to hold it. You see, that's atrocious. And I did plan involvement to be a partner and a dad. Respect for my mother was something my father never had. Not to make excuses, but I had it harder than you had. I curfew issues when I tried to avoid them, so please don't leave me harbored with a tag. I'm trying to bare my soul and achieve all those couples sharing goals, but I just seem to share my load and can't seem to help you share the load. So yeah, I'm exposed. Text me back if you will. I remember playing blackjack on the hill. It's funny because I was blackjack, you were Jill. But now Jack's hammered. I've been referred to Bill. I told you not to text me again. I won't let you upset me again. It's funny how you attribute all your issues to your upbringing. But you're 31 now, no more mudslinging. You don't want our business publicized, but you'll be in the pub drinking. Funny how your name is Sinclair, because you love sinning. You don't love me. You love women. You caught me in my prime. I caught you all the time, especially when I left underwear in your wardrobe. I said they wasn't mine. Conniving to say the least. I'm out here striving for my peace. I go silent for a week. You want me to come out of hiding because you seek? Boy, give me a break. Me and my daughter are doing fine. You remember when you got her date of birth wrong? You thought she was 9 months old and you thought that I should die? You're not fit enough to do your role. And that's why I found a man fit enough to fill my soul. Funny how you're texting me now, but always concealed your phone. And if you dare to ring me, be prepared to hear this tone. Beep. Similar sound to my heartbeat currently. And it's true that I can't eat currently. And if you can't be under me, then I can't sleep comfortably. Issues upon issues. Lean to tissues upon tissues. In between, I wanna murder you and I miss you. 'Cause you're a burden and a big fool. Issues upon issues. Lean to tissues upon tissues. In between, I wanna murder you and I miss you. 'Cause you're a burden and a big fool.
When do we take a break to celebrate all types of mankind being kind? What does it take for mankind to celebrate all different types of kind? The kind that helps you through tough times, carrying your burdens one at a time, decriminalizing your past crimes. The kind that support the recovery of those left blind in the systemic defeats of life. The kind that brings communities together who've endured pain or pleasure. Whatever stormy weather, that kind will make it better. So I ask again, what kind is it that makes mankind kind? The kind that empower your soul to help devour negative goals set by some with immoral roles, who claim to preach justice but don't know your worth, as they wear their uniforms and don't stop to converse. People are pleased when the police is policed, as it helps refrain from all this negativity, all this bloodshed, when all our blood bleeds red. Police need to stop policing the weak, the fascist minds who think so bleak of the people of colour and how we reap for justice, reap for peace, reaping for equal opportunities. So what kind do we feel makes mankind kind? Is it the kind that fight for justice and what needs to be brought to light? The kind that understand the struggle of being left behind with the doors locked and shut blinds at times? You'd feel like you've lost your mind trying to understand these socially tied lies in which our youth are led and advised by, amplified through gentrified designs without us in mind. But then what arrives in the glimpse to the corner, a big, bright rover with a vanity-free chauffeur to drive you back and celebrate how you've got so far. As simple celebrations can act as remediation, as a kind trip down memory lane and the soulful conversations showing you how to heal from your pain can make you realize your greatness. As the healer creates positivity every day without forgetting the darkest of our days, they can shape our way, but do not dictate our fate. As those trials and tribulations are in the past and will always have today, be the kind we all need to survive, the kind that we bring within our own circles over time, the kind brought by doctors and nurses, teachers or even shoppers. The mindful mind is always kind. And after COVID, I pray we find these types of kind within our everyday lives.
Wow, what a day! Thank you for joining our World Mental Health Day Festival 2020.
We hope you found the sessions inspiring and supportive. All of today's performances and panel discussions will remain on the Thrive LDN website,
so you can watch back or catch up on anything you've missed.
We know that everyone is dealing with new and increased stress and anxiety because of COVID-19 right now.
Especially young people. But remember, there is support available for whatever you are going through. Thanks for joining us, and remember, wherever you're tuning in from, join the conversation on social media, use the hashtags #ThriveLDN and #WMHD2020.
As we re-emerge into 2020, we don't want to return to normal. Normal wasn't working. We say no to mediocrity. Working together to challenge internal and external biases. Sharing space in new ways. Reimagining community and reevaluating what's important. A chance for a global shake-up. Our voices heard. It's going to be okay. We don't always know how, but we do know that we'll be okay together. Young people stepping into their power. A quiet force emanating. Check your privilege. Listen and grow. Finding hope in each other. Cutting out the excess noise. More mindfulness. Less performance. Steady your nerves. Prepare for the marathon. Remind yourself that yes, you're still here. The sun will still rise every day. Love is free. New hope. New future. New normal. New light.